With what Laryea is saying in the release, if you can have it displayed on our screens and also behind us, there it is. Now, you are good at reading, so if you can help me. My attention has been drawn to conversations and counter-arguments in favor and against last Saturday, the date announcement that I would leave my role as coach of the Ghana Under-17, the Starlets, after disappointing Waffle tournament in Accra. My position was clear then and remained the same, having failed to reach the final of the tournament, which serves as an automatic qualification for the CAF U17 Championship and a route to the FIFA World Cup. I believe we fell short of our objectives, and as the leader of the team, I take responsibility and sincerely apologize for letting down everyone who has been negatively impacted by this particular happening. I have been overwhelmed by the support, prayer, and well wishes this current Under-17 team has generated in the media and the public discourse. I realize that the reasons for the immense support have largely been because of the work the team, which I am privileged to lead the past few months, our playing body, and the commitment of the players to change the narrative about Ghana's U17 team's recent history. I apologize unreservedly for our failure to pay back the trust, love, and support we have graciously received from Ghanaians. We worked very hard for several weeks for the chance to reach the final of the Waffle tournament to compete for the ultimate prize, but it was not to be. Concerning my other issue about my personal conduct with suggestions that I abandon the team following last Saturday's semi-final defeat to Burkina Faso, I state unmistakably that my announcement during the post-match press conference was without ambiguity that my role as coach with the team ends after the tournament. I will not conduct myself in any way that undermines the respect and support Ghanaians have given me and this team. To the president of the GFA and the ESCO, I also want to unreservedly and sincerely apologize for my misunderstanding, inconvenience, and embarrassment my conduct or decision, to announce the resignation last Saturday may have caused. Okay, last sentence. As a careful consideration, I could have handled things better, and this will be guiding experience for me going forward. I love my nation, I served my nation as a player, and I've been serving my nation as a coach. Laryea Kingston, LK7, with that statement on the screens for you. And my interest so much is in the last two sentences.
Right.
Yes. So I want to go through again. After apologizing to the ESCO and the GF president and all of that, he says, after careful consideration, I could have handled things better. And this will be guiding experience for me going forward.
I love my nation.
I love my nation. That for me is the key bit of what the statement is all about. Obviously, he gave the reasons, a breakdown of the reasons and how things panned out.
For me, I'm also happy he has admitted that he didn't do well. As in the way and manner he went about. Yeah, the way and manner he went about. Okay. He has admitted that he didn't do well at all. It's
important. And I could not help but be happy this came just in time before our show today, because I planned an editorial on the same situation involving Laryea Kingston's resignation from the Starlets team and how things turned out after the news of he resigned at the press conference, and then the reaction from the GFA, the tone of the statement from the GFA, which for me also was a bit unfortunate. They realized that later I wanted to go and edit, take some parts out, and bring out a new statement. Because whoever did the first statement clearly also was in a very emotional mood, which for me was another wrong. The first move from Laryea Kingston, and I'm going, Laryea is my man. I love what he's been doing right from his playing days to him being a coach. And I'll say it again. Laryea Kingston is one of the big coaches we are brewing in this country. In the next few years, he'll be about one of the biggest coaches on the continent, that market anywhere. But clearly with this, he's learning and will improve on how to keep his emotions in check. You do not go into a post-match press conference after your Starlets team has lost to Burkina Faso in the semi-final game and go and tell the media of your intent to resign.
That was harsh.
it wasn't just harsh. It was for me in bad taste.
Yeah.
If you have got plans, like you said, of wanting to resign after the tournament comes to an end, that is for you. It's nobody can force you to be in charge. But do it the right way. It is said, you can have a very, very good case, but how you go about it sometimes ends up making your case look bad. That's a typical case of what Laryea nearly did on Saturday. You want to resign after the tournament, fair deal. But not immediately after the game comes to an end, you go into a press conference with the media and tell them there and then that I'm leaving the team. I'm done. I'm leaving the team. When your management committee are not in the know, when those who appointed you are not in the know, you put them in a terrible corner. Because the norm is that, yes, you want to resign. You have lost a game to Burkina Faso, which is very, very painful. Your players are pained by that. Your technical team are all pained by that. Yourself, you are pained by that. Take your time. Go into your post-game meeting with your management. There, you can tell them that as a result of A, B, and C, I want to take charge of the responsibility of how we have failed. So I want to resign. Then make it official. You can resign there and then. So the management committee know that our man says he's resigning because of how things turned out. They then can inform the GFA that our man says from henceforth he's leaving because of A, B, C, and D. They can then take it from there. When you go into the media space, press conference, and you tell the the pressmen, they even had a GFA director in there because he brought you.
Yeah.
And they were all surprised by your utterances that you are resigning. That's not how you do it. That led to, and it fueled all manner of rumors. When your boys are also going to play a game today, it led to all manner of people circulating all manner of stories. Some may be true, some may not be true. There are rumors that Laryea is leaving because he's not happy. And why is he not happy? Because people are imposing players on him. Persons in the FA, from wherever, are imposing players on him. So he's not happy, he's lost, and so he wants to leave, and he's leaving. You heard these rumors. Monica, I'm sure you heard these stories.
Yeah, we all heard that
They
one.
were all over. That Laryea is leaving because they're imposing players on him. The singular move led to all these rumors and reactions and stories being thrown about by all manner of people, including my own friends here. And I won't spare them. But you see, I want you to listen to something Laryea said after his first game when he won 5-1 against La Côte d'Ivoire. I have said, in this country, sometimes when we go for tournaments and we lose in certain matches, instead of us coming back home, taking our time to do a proper postmortem and find out what really went wrong with our team, we don't. All we hear is the usual rumor mongering. All manner of stories are thrown out in the media. Players dumped on the coach by the FA. Players dumped on the coach by so and so, by Keto Kreku, by Asumesi, by that. And we end up not really analyzing what went wrong with our team for us to find solutions to those problems. Listen to Laryea Kingston speak, and I want the director to play this. When we won our first game against La Côte d'Ivoire, this is Laryea Kingston speaking about his players and how he got these players to play in the U17 for Ghana.
I will always thank the FA for believing in me, for calling me to come down from Denmark to come and take this team. You know, from the first day that they called me, it was the first day I came down to Ghana. My aim is to change the narrative, meaning qualify the team. Since 2017, we need to qualify the team. So myself and the FA, we came together, and then plus my technical team, we had a very solid game plan in terms of how to recruit players. Previously, scouts will go and then bring players down to Pram and all that. We believe we have to go to the kids, not the kids traveling all the way all over Ghana to come to Pram, and then they go back to their regions. We took it upon ourselves, went to 10 regions, and then picked players that we believe can help the team. So for me, I think we started the journey early, and then also thanks to KGL, they helped us. When I got to the country, I was lucky they were having a tournament, and trust me, this group of players that we have now, about 8-9 KGL youth players are in there. So for me, the journey started very early, and I really appreciate that the FA was very supportive. And today, for me, the education that we're giving these boys and where we are now, I think all we have to do is to motivate them and keep developing them.
So that is Laryea Kingston. You heard him in his own words on how he chose his own players for this tournament. Laryea in his own words, and those of you who know Laryea Kingston, he's not someone who plays with words. He's someone who is very strict and sticks to his beliefs and his stance. Laryea said he went round the regions of this country himself and picked his players, and also relied on the special tournament organized by KGL, the juvenile tournament organized by the GLFA, supported by KGL, to pick his own players. So how do someone then stand somewhere and say that Laryea, those who are close to Laryea are saying that, and I'm quoting them, allegedly, that he's resigned because people were imposing players on him. And that when he came back from Russia, he told them that he was going to resign because people were imposing players on him. Did you listen to Laryea Kingston? This is after his first game, 5-1 win over Cote d'Ivoire. Was Laryea lying to us? And I know Laryea will not lie. Laryea Kingston that I know is not someone who plays with words. He won't lie. So when he said that against all the odds, he chose to go around the 10 regions to pick his players. And you saw the players who were playing. Great players, good players. Nobody can question the credentials of the players we saw play for the national team. Even though, yes, there were a few issues, especially in defense. The two defenders, goalkeeper, we saw issues. But he said he went to pick his own players. So that those making or taking around these rumors, I'm saying that sometimes let's elevate our arguments. Let's elevate the points we want to argue on, because the perennial players were imposed on the coach. Players were imposed on the coach by FA officials. Players were imposed on the coach by minister officials. Players were imposed, or ministry officials, sorry. Players were imposed on him by MPs. Players were imposed on him by chiefs. It happened, they try it. But not like Kingston, because in his own words, he says that he chose his own players. So please, those who are running around with those rumors, not like Kingston, no, he won't take it. So whatever the reasons are, he didn't take it in the release. But I'm sure later on, why he's deciding to resign, perhaps, if there's more to it than just taking his decision to resign because the team has failed to progress, we'll find out from Laryea Kingston, and those who are close to him will find out. But for now, the rumor mongering and those who fly around all these stories, please, this one, it won't fly. Because in the man's own words, he chose his own players, not anybody. Let's get serious in this country for once. Anyway, let me get